An exhibition featuring photos taken by students from Lao Chai, Dak Nok and Ninh Thuan province is taking place in Hanoi. This is part of a project co-sponsored by the Live and Learn and Oxfam organizations to help young students participate more in the development of their own education. The following story will give you a different view of life through the eyes of these children. Innocent and brimming with faith, hope and a unique perspective. That is what the authors of these 83 pictures want to convey to the audience. Using the photo voice methods, these young students had a chance to share and capture moments from their daily lives and record them in photos. This is part of the project I Love My School, which is aimed at providing children with a learning environment that is both stimulating and loving. Nguyen Ngoc Nam Ah, a second grader from Hoang Ho Tham Primary School, Hanoi, says these pictures are emotional for her. She feels for them as they don't have enough study tools. She hoped the children will receive tables and notebooks so that they can learn better. Nguyen Thi Tu Lan, I Love My School project manager, Live and Learn Center, says the project's goal is for the children to speak about their own problems. When they feel they're being listened to, they will feel more appreciated and also appreciate and love others more. The project also tries to identify difficulties in the education of children and find solutions to those problems. In the winter, I do not have any shoes to wear. These are my slippers. They're broken, so I need to fix them so that I can walk with them. I hope I will have new shoes for the winter. This is one among the many dreams that ethnic students shared at the exhibition. Hopefully in the near future, these simple dreams will come true to them. Farewell to you all, from my soul torn away, friends of my childhood in the home dispossessed. Give thanks that I rest from the wearisome day. Farewell to thee, too, sweet friend, that lightened my way. Beloved creatures all, farewell. In death there is rest. Those were the last lines of Dr. Jose Protasio Rizal, who fought for the country's freedom on the evening before his execution in his Mi Ultimo Adios, or My Last Farewell in English translation. The public can see these on a visit to the modernized Rizal Shrine Museum located in Fort Santiago in Intramuros, Manila, which is solely dedicated to the national hero. Meanwhile, the National Historical Commission of the Philippines, headed by the Honorable Ma Serena Diokno, together with the Tourism Secretary Ramon Jimenez, are inviting the public to witness and experience the visit to the Rizal Shrine Museum.
We go to museums, displays that show very old photographs are not very attractive. So when we say we modernize the museum, we strive to achieve at least 50% of the displays that are interactive. Before it was 100% static. Now we say, okay, we'll give it 50-50.
There is also an e-learning room where students can take online interactive lessons on Rizal, his life and his works produced by the National Historical Commission of the Philippines.
Part 2 of the modernization program is the addition of an e-learning room. Of course, we can't do this in very small museums because of lack of space. But here in the Rizal Museum, we got a very modest space, or I'm being kind, a very tiny space, that used to be a storage area, which we transformed completely without destroying the structure. It is an old Spanish structure. We've maintained it, but we adaptively reused it, and the e-learning room contains computers and has, of course, Wi-Fi facility where students and teachers of social studies and history can do the interactive lessons produced by the National Historical Commission of the Philippines.
Fort Santiago was declared as a national shrine by virtue of Philippine Republic Act 597, dated March 6, 1951, and was declared a hallowed ground under Presidential Decree 105, dated January 24, 1973.
On behalf of the National Historical Commission of the Philippines and the people we serve, I wish to invite all of you, Filipinos and foreign guests, to come and visit our historical museums. The Rizal Museum here in Fort Santiago is of of course, I shouldn't praise ourselves, but I think it's a beautiful museum that you will see with modern displays of events that took place well more than 100 years ago, but which tell the story of the Filipino nation. I think this is something that will be of interest to every visitor who cares about the Philippines or is interested in the Philippines.
Pomelos grown in Thailand's north gains more popularity in the European market, and Hong Kong receiving large purchase orders. Wiang Ken district of Chiang Rai province is a major producer of premium grade pomelo grown with organic farming method. A Pomelo Farmers Association in Wang Kien has around 180 members with a combined output of 10 million pomelos. The latest order from Europe and Hong Kong market totaled 220 tons, according to the association. The deal also guarantees 10% higher price. Wiang Kien's pomelo has been popular in other Asian markets such as Cambodia, China, and Vietnam for its high quality. The old market at the Cheongsangam border crossing in Sisaket province is unusually busy last Saturday. That is the last day of its existence. Crowds of Cambodian buyers flocked into the place. The market in Prai Patana sub-district of Sisaket's Pu Sing district was very lively from the morning. Cambodians queued up at the border crossing early in the morning to enter the market on the Thai side for knowing about its closure schedule. Authorities of Sisaket will move traders and operators to a new market called Muang Mai Chong Sangam that is about 2.5 kilometers deeper in the Thai territory from the border with Cambodia. Cambodians fear that the new location will be difficult for them to trade regarding the distance and transport costs, so they rush to the old market. Some buildings were removed from the old market. Locals, including teenagers, joined a Kraba boat race for entertainment and unity in Bungkan province recently. Normally, they have their annual longboat race and local sports competitions to vie for royally sponsored trophies from late August to early September. The event is aimed at an entertainment of farmers who take a break from their rice cultivation for the time being. This year, the administrative organization of Takok Deng sub-district in Seka district organized the annual event on August 24th. Organizers simply had contestants join the race of kraba or cement mixing tubs in which they sat and rowed to a finish line. Naturally, the kraba boats and great efforts of racers created entertainment and unity among local residents. Racers were representatives of local villages. They got big cheers from a large number of spectators and supporters. Contestants' teams were named after ASEAN countries, and winners' prizes range from 1,000 to 3,000 baht. The Japanese Embassy in Laos, in cooperation with the Ministry of Information, Culture and Tourism and Japanese company Negibos, held an event for cultural exchange entitled Comic Party in Vientiane at Lao Itak recently. The event aimed to promote mutual understanding of the Japanese pop culture of anime, while hoping to further strengthen the friendship between the Lao and Japanese people. The event also held a Lao cosplay contest where 30 participants competed and performed in their costumes, with some of Laos and Thailand's famous cosplayers showcasing their colorful costumes and unique acts on stage. The winner of the contest, Ms. Pia Theda Taipacham from Pon Savan School, qualified to participate in the Tokyo Game Show 2014 cosplay project in September, sponsored by Negibos. The audience was also treated to a program which encompassed Japanese anime movies, drawing and coloring in manga, and the chance to wear a Japanese summer kimono known as yukata and more. Ambassador of Japan to Laos, Hiroyuki Kishino, addressed the opening ceremony at the event, thanking the organizations involved, such as the head of Negibos, Kondo for the cosplay, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Japan for sponsoring the event, and the Lao Ministry of Information, Culture and Tourism for its cooperation and support. He also thanked JCB and JCEAS for their valuable sponsorship and contributions. Hiroyuki Kishino said anime is one of the most popular genre in Japanese pop culture and enjoyed by thousands of people throughout the world. Not only is it a form of fascinating entertainment, it also has the ability to encourage creative minds in achieving their hopes and dreams, with the event creating the opportunity to unite different people beyond their borders. Singapore Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong says the friendship between Malaysia and Singapore needs to be continually nurtured and tended to. Speaking at the opening of the Agro-Bazaar Malaysia outlet on Wednesday, Mr. Lee said this will ensure that success will blossom along the way. The outlet, located in Sultan Gate off Beach Road, is an agricultural-based business that promotes Malaysian fruit and products to the overseas market. Singapore is the first overseas branch of Agro-Bazaar Malaysia, and it was jointly opened by Malaysian Prime Minister Najib Razak and Mr. Lee. It was a fruitful meeting between the two leaders. Mr. Lee got a taste of Malaysian hospitality when he was served the Musang King durian at the Agro-Bazaar. He said the bazaar is one example of what cooperation between Singapore and Malaysia can deliver as both countries work to improve ties. Mr. Lee also said he looks forward to deeper interactions between the people of Singapore and Malaysia in the coming years. However, he said such close interactions between the two countries could lead to issues arising from time to time.
But I believe we keep lines of communication open, not just between the leaders, but also between the ministers and the senior officials and their counterparts. Then we can manage anything which comes along. And this is the way to maintain and enhance mutual understanding, trust and respect, and continue to make progress on existing as well as new areas of cooperation.
Prime Minister Datuk Seri Najib Tun Razak agreed that the Agro-Bazaar is a testament to the strong and enduring relationship between Singapore and Malaysia. He explained that the bazaar is a launchpad for Malaysian producers to access new international markets.
Agro-Bazaar, a permanent platform for Malaysian produce in another country, will help, providing a platform to bring more produce direct from farms, a space in which to promote Malaysian products and a jumping off point for Malaysian producers to access new international markets. It would allow Malaysia's premium food items, not just fruit, but halal foods and regional specialities, a place to shine.
The meeting between two leaders is a reflection of the strong relations between the two countries. It's also a sign of the level of commitment and intent that both sides are willing to work together, despite issues which have cropped up in recent weeks, including the increases in vehicle entry permit fees and toll charges at the causeway. During Mr. Najib's visit to Singapore, he also took the opportunity to see the sports hub, one of the country's newest developments. Patients at the Institute of Mental Health, or IMH, now have access to a special gymnasium. This is not just a place where they can work out, it's equipped to tackle what is known as sensory issues too. The gym is divided into two rooms, one where patients can do physical exercises and another where they undergo sensory therapy. The IMH said physical exercise is crucial, as nearly half of all the patients at its rehab centre have a BMI above the healthy weight limit. Exercise can also help patients gear up for future employment. The other room is for the treatment of those with sensory issues. Such problems could cause patients to exhibit inappropriate behavior. Dr. Tan Bing Leet, head of Occupational Therapy Department, IMH, says a lot of the times their behavior problems is a result of difficulty coping with sensory stimulus. The gym is expected to benefit 200 patients a month who previously had to undergo such treatment on a smaller scale in the wards.